Just an update on some events that are happening over the next couple of weeks. As I mentioned before, this weekend there is the Men's of St. Joseph's pilgrimage to Lough Derg from this Friday, just arrive before 1 p.m. to Sunday. You don't need to book with me. You can just turn up on Friday and be there for the 3-day pilgrimage. So it's basically the guts of 2 days in reality, but spread over 3 days. So you'll arrive in Lough Derg on Friday before around 1 p.m. and you'll leave Saturday after or Sunday after Mass at about 10, half 10. And just some tips for anybody that has never been on Lough Derg before. I want to give you some tips on Lough Derg. As many people will already know, it's a 3-day fast. So it's a very ascetic experience, a 3-day fast. When you're on the island, there will be tea, coffee, and bread. And the first night is a vigil, so you will do these stations, walking around their beds. You'll be given a leaflet when you arrive to Lough Derg, so you don't need to plan anything. And what I would advise people if you're going to do Lough Derg is bring a raincoat and bring a double set of clothing, some insulation, because at night it can get cold. So you can you also go barefoot. So you're barefoot, you're fasting, and you have a 1-night vigil. Now, as I said many times, it's not an experience that you come away immediately feeling, oh, wow, this is just the bee's knees, the best thing I've ever experienced. It's not. It's very challenging on the body. The cold, the fasting, and the first night vigil. Mind you, the second night you get an amazing sleep. But the days afterwards, I've always found it great. So just some tips. Bring double set of clothing. Thermal wear. That's what I advise. You can bring a pair of socks that are cut in half because it'll tuck your trousers in, because you don't want the bottoms getting wet when you're walking around barefoot. Also, you can bring insect repellent. Now, I have heard of midgets on the island. I have heard people being awfully bitten, and in their shop they do sell insect repellent and like netting and stuff like that. I've never personally experienced it myself on the island, and I hope it's not going to happen this weekend. But it's just something to be aware of. And another event that's happening the following week is the 30th Walk to Knock. I only found out about this last year. It's organised by the Cursillo movement in Derry. They've been doing this for 30 years. Patsy McGarry and Thomas Gallagher and all of those that we had the pleasure of meeting during the men's 500 adoration in Derry. So just to promote this, I would be doing it myself, trying to see if I can do it this year. I took time off work to actually do the walk to Knock. The only thing is I'm nursing. I'm constantly in pain because I've pulled some ligament. So I'm just going around in pain the whole time at the moment. And I thought that this is the last month that I've been trying to get rid of something. So seeing if physio will help. But I do recommend, if anybody can, please do the walk to Knock. That was my plan for this week, to do Lough Derg and to do the walk to Knock. But I don't know if I'll be able to do the walk to Knock at the moment, the way I'm feeling. But I just wanted to give a big shout out to the Cursillo movement in Derry that have been doing this for 30 years. Some amazing Catholics in Derry. It's, I think a lot of people around Ireland are looking what they're doing, and the fact that they have done this for 30 years, and all the memories and all of the people have done it. I will be in Knock next Sunday, and I do hope to be able to walk. I'll see it in the next couple of days after I come off Lough Derg, how I feel. But if you can, and if you are doing the walk to Knock, I just want to encourage you, and for other Catholics to encourage them, because they're walking from all parts of Ireland, and that's happening next week, I believe, from Wednesday to Sunday, and they'll arrive in Knock on Sunday the 23rd. So just a big call out, a massive thanks to the Cursillo movement, to everyone that I met up in Derry, so many of you, so much encouragement, You know, especially for what I've done. The channel was a massive thank you to the men in Derry, to the Catholics in Derry. This people will see the flame of the flame of love. This icon here behind me. This came from Derry, and I'm really blessed to have met in Medjugorje as well so many Derry Catholics. So I just wanted to give that plug and this call out to anybody doing the walk to Knock next week. From there'll be different paths, you know, a big shout out and a big call out, and definitely want something I'd love to do next year, and you know, that we promote more in Ireland these Catholic activities. You know, it's as somebody said, Derry Catholics have muscular Catholicism. They're very boots on the ground, walking to Lough Derg, walking to Knock, just amazing Catholics, and such a beautiful tradition that they've started in over 30 years, and this is the 30th anniversary. So hopefully next week I'll see how I'm feeling. For the last month I haven't been sleeping well because with this I haven't looked after this ligament tear that I have, and it's not preventing me sleeping, so I don't want to be in a sleeping bag, but we'll see how we get on in the next couple of days, how it seems to be healing itself. But you know, I just wanted to give this massive shout out to the Cursillo movement in Derry, to all of the guys up there as you begin your 30th walk to Knock next week. And many of you walking from Dublin, some of you from Middleton, Cork, I think, Galway, Derry, and if I'm able to, I'll try and do 2 or 3 days of it myself next week. But I just to know, just want to say my appreciation for everything, that the support and the encouragement that I've received from Derry. It's been really great part of the formation and the experience of faith. And I do encourage people, you know, if you can, please go to Derry and experience it yourself. You'll find something interesting, new. It's a beautiful city. It's a beautiful place to see how others are organized and how they live the faith and love the faith in Thermobacca, the Cursillo movement. If you can do one, I'm hoping to be able to go on one soon. And you know, I think, you know, if we did more of this in Ireland, how different the faith would be, you know, to organize something. You know, we can't solve everything, we can't do everything, but I mean, 30 years walking to Knock, it shows such dedication. And I know that's something that our Lord has been blessing, you know, and you know, this cross that they have formed, you know, and then going to Knock, and it's going to spread out and it's renewing. And so just this encouragement I wanted to give to the Cursillo movement, to everyone in Derry. And definitely I'll be there next Sunday, and I'll try and walk a few days if I can. But just that encouragement. So this is what's coming up over the next couple of days. This weekend there's the Men of St. Joseph's pilgrimage to Lough Derg. Anybody can come along. As I said, it's the Men of St. Joseph's pilgrimage, but anyone come along. You don't need to book with me. You just arrive to the island on Friday. There's lots of spaces, and enjoy a weekend in Lough Derg. It is challenging, but it's great. I mean, every time I've come back, I've slept better. My appetite is better. My prayer life is better. You know, because you get 4 masses over the 4 masses over the weekend. You know, Friday evening, Saturday evening, Sunday morning, and it just the challenge is great, and I always feel like I'm on a boat when I'm on Lough Derg. If you go on to Davok House and you sit down there and you're looking over the lake, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. So, you know, I do encourage. I know people are going to Lough Derg on Monday. Some friends of mine, there's another group going on Monday, but sadly I have to work during the week when you're having work and family life. So the weekend is the only time I can go. So enjoy Lough Derg. Then there's the walk to Knock, the 30th walk to Knock. That's happening next week, finishing up in Knock on Sunday. Then you have Crowpatrick at the end of the month, Reek Sunday, if you can do that. You have the Archbishop of Ireland the Primate of Ireland, Archbishop Eamon Martin, celebrating Mass on Reek Sunday. Then the following Sunday, the first Sunday in August, he'll have slain, he'll light the fire. So lots of stuff happening over the next couple of weeks. Very interesting time. So I just wanted to give this shout out to everybody, especially the Walk to Knock that's happening next week. And because of a massive thank you for, what Derry Catholics have done, their hospitality, their support, their encouragement. Simply, so much to teach us in Ireland. And I just want to give that shout out. Anyway, God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.